G'day everyone, the Global Surveyor, and today I'm looking for some survey marks in the Australian bush. Look at this creek. Some of the fantastic places I get to work. Be stuck in an office, I'm walking along this creek. Just a little bit of a crossing here, concrete crossing actually, and track going out beyond those trees. There's supposed to be a couple of rock marks that were put in the 1800s, and I'm going to find them now. Stay tuned for the adventure. So I left the office a little bit unprepared today, and was trying to draw up a survey plan that I had and coordinate it so that I could just use my GPS and go stake the position of the corners, but I haven't got that, so I'm again just into the shade a bit, just using my phone where I've got some boundaries overlaid, and I've got a little blue dot here which shows exactly where I am on the property, and I'm going to start walking over. Not really sure where. I'm just going to start following the dot and see which direction I've got to head towards the corner, and it's approximately through here. There's no track as such. I just got to sort of make my way through, and this New South Wales Survey Mark app has been pretty good so far in regards to helping me find things, so we'll just see how close it gets. Gee, look at this big tree. Big scribbly gum. Kind of getting close, which is a good start. There's some rock over there. Bit of an awkward thing because you've got to zigzag backwards and forwards, whereas if I had this drawn up I'd be able to use my GPS and stake the position. Sometimes walking through the bush it's not ideal carrying your pole at 2 meters high, so I'll put it down to right down. Look back on my phone here. Seems to be up, possibly up on the hill there. I'll have a look. Sometimes it's always good maybe just to find a place where you can stop and stand without, not here, in a place where it's a bit open, sort of get your bearings, somewhere where you can stand high and look down. This is what rural land surveying is all about. Walking through the bush, looking for survey marks. However, this is the unprepared way. This is really a treasure hunt today. Let's get up on top of these rocks and have a look. Okay. This one's going to be a challenging one. Got to squeeze through this gap. Holy moly. Lucky I'm skinny. Oh dear. This is like caving. And you've got to be careful that you get stable footing. Okay, back down to the bottom of that cliff and getting close, I think, to this corner. Well, I've navigated to somewhere near this large rock, and I've spent the last 10 minutes or so scratching around with no luck. So I'll just leave a bit of red and white tape here. I'm sure the marker's here somewhere, but at this point in time I don't really know. So sometimes the easiest thing to do is to, I'd love to be able to be recording this and then automatically stumble across the mark, but I can't see it, and I think the best thing would be to just continue on, hopefully find the next one. There should be 2 rock marks at the next place, and then maybe navigate my way back. Fingers crossed. And there's no real track along here, but I'm just sort of following this line on my screen here, because you never know, someone may have placed something in the trees, line marker, who knows, a bit of ribbon, any piece of evidence you can find. But at this point, just got to sort of find your own way through. There's no track as such. Maybe the odd little animal track. Just zigzagging. And if you're out here on your own, make sure you got water, backpack, something bright like what I'm wearing, just in case you get lost. A lot of people have asked me, do you ever see snakes on rocks and things like that, you know, snakes? And I must admit I haven't. I don't really want to, although it's getting closer to summertime. And I just sort of go about my own business and forget that they're there. And they probably forget that I'm there too. But in Australia, we've got brown snakes and black snakes. Brown snakes are the ones that you've got to watch out for, really. We're starting to deviate offline. Looks like I've got to head up to the top of those rocks. Take it easy too. Again, getting up to the top of these rocks so I can get a bit of a vantage point and have a look around. If you've got this far and you're enjoying the content, we'd love your support on the channel. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Thank goodness I've got these boots. I've got these good Scarpa hiking boots. Starting to see evidence of the rear of the property because I can see a couple of other property homes in the distance. Let's have a look up here. More cliffs to climb up. Sort of take the easiest path here through the rocks. Go through here. Whoa. Getting close, I think. Again, if I'd had the chance to put the boundaries onto some sort of grid system, noting that the original subdivision wasn't, so if I had been able to do that effectively, there weren't any sort of local survey marks nearby, so it's quite awkward to get it anywhere close. Maybe I wouldn't be having to do what I'm doing. It's starting to flatten out, which is good. Close, possibly over on this large rocky platform here. What do we have? What would I be looking for? I'll be looking for a line of rocks called a lock spit, placed by humans as opposed to naturally occurring, line of rocks. There's a line of rocks here. What have we got? I'm going to put my GPS down now. Don't put it in the ant's nest. Okay, can you see these line of rocks here? What have we got here? Line of rocks. Line of rocks. Wherever they meet, there should be some sort of mark. Oh gee, look what we got. An old survey peg. Oh, you beauty. Oh, that's excellent. There's another old peg there too. I don't know what that's all about. This one's a solid one, and this one's not quite 75, more than 50 mil diameter. More than 50 mils diameter peg. That's it. That's a lock spit there. So I've just got to get this plan out. There's more line of rocks here. This is the old survey plan, and there's the road. This is the client's property, and we're here at this corner. Rock mark at corner found. This guy found this mark in he found this in the 60s, and so it's been placed. That's 1960, so that was this mark here. Now it says rock mark. I think there's two marks here. Yes, so now there's a peg found here. This is the peg found. So either 0.33 this way, or I'm thinking 0.33 of a metre this way. There should be a rock mark. Or it's this way. I'm getting my bearings wrong. Yes, rock mark. There we have it. Drill hole and wing rock mark. So that's, you can see the makings of another wing here. It's just two wings, it's not a broad arrow. I don't think there's another wing here. So we've got two wings and a peg. We've got to orientate this plan so I know what I'm talking about. So there should be, this is the peg, and that's a rock mark. There's got to be another mark nearby. Well, that's pretty exciting stuff. Thanks for watching so far, everyone. I'll give these pegs a measure and see what else I can find. Okay, so I figured it out that from the rock mark to a peg is 395. That measures 400. That's exact. And then it was 0.33 to another peg found. Well, 0.33 is there. There is no peg, but, well, there is a peg. There's the remains of a peg here. And I can see a discoloration in the dirt here where the bottom of the peg is. So that's there. That's your 3.3, that's your 495. So I've got 3 marks. And somewhere over here on a distance of 3.86 metres is a mark in a rock. It's not going to work, I'll just hook it over here. 3.86, 3.7, 3.8. Probably up here. Yep, there we go. There's that 4 metres. Now I'm not hooked on the mark, so we've got the drill hole here and the wings. Wow. How awesome's that? How awesome's that? I'm going to give those a coat of paint now. Again, I've got my backpack here, got all my gear. I'll tie some ribbon on this tree for the next person to find it. No one's found these marks in ages. Oh, look at this. There's a GI nail in a tree here. Someone's maybe used that as some sort of reference mark. Get some yellow paint. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Well, make sure the paint's the right way. There's a drill hole. Here's the peg. There's the other peg there. And here's the drill hole and wing reference mark. That's awesome. Now I'll measure those. It's not a very long azimuth. In fact, it's any error there could be quite a bit, but I've got no choice. It's all I've got. So I'm going to measure those and stake out that mark back down the bottom there and see how I go.